Hello, my dear Libra. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 16 to January 31st, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you want to support my channel and my free general readings, you can click the ad in the beginning of the video or watch it for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. Thank you. I'm very grateful for your support and for all of you watching, liking, subscribing and commenting to my videos. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. The artist is Mark Evans. So I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us an overview reading for my dear Libra viewers. I want my dear Libras to have love in their lives and find themselves living in loving relationships and also having creative success, being able to fulfill also your purpose during this lifetime by finding your road to your highest destiny. So I would also like to take the chance to tell you that Mercury will be visible during this time, and on January 19 the planet will be most clearly seen low in the eastern sky just before sunrise. Also January 28 we will have the new moon in daytime. So Libra, last part of January 2017, new year, everything. So okay, I'll just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so Libra, this is your future. This is your now, and this is the past. The now is probably the last part of January 2017, but whenever you watch this is probably the exact right time to see it. So the first card for you is the moon. So you have been going through some scary landscape, maybe finding yourself having a bit of depression or dark moments with heavy thoughts and heavy feelings. The moon is a card of testing. It's maybe a little bit like rebooting yourself by searching out the darkest corners of your subconscious mind and there finding new things about yourself. It's like digging deep and finding new treasures. Often your most valuable talents and like new things that wants to come to you is buried deep in your subconscious, and only the brave ones that really there to go down in this darkness and sometimes not be so effective, being able to work so hard, do such much creative things, but actually mostly maybe taking time to just feel your body and stay in your subconscious mind and stay in maybe being a bit inactive. Because it will give you a lot of prosperity if you do this, if you go down in the subconscious realms of your own kingdom down to the moon. The moon is reflecting the sunlight, so it's not having a source of light of its own. So it's getting more shadowy when the moon is shining above us than the sun, obviously, and those shadows are where we kind of hide our fears and the things that we don't want to see. So this is like being trapped also in an illusion, like being trapped in your shadowy landscape. But by taking your willpower and your attention down here and look at your fears, you will release them, and you will also release other things that you might need, like lost soul parts and yes, as I said, talents and different creativities that's for you and for your highest road and highest destiny. So only brave people dare to go down here, but as I said, the rewards are many. Maybe you will find yourself with a new purpose for your life. So the next card for you is Eight of Wands. So it seems like you have been successful with this to a great part. It seems like you have been also very helped by the divine. This is Eight of Wands, so it's like a lot of spiritual energy coming down. It's actually the sun's rays on Earth, on the face of Earth. So I think it's kind of wants to tell us here that this is the sun's rays that coming from the moon, that you actually have gotten some of the information that you needed, and now you're downloading this in your conscious system, like in your, not your subconscious, but actually the conscious mind, the piece that you can keep in your memory and see, because this is all what it is. Enlightenment is also being able to see things, to be able to see yourself and others clearly, and be able to be awake and alert, even if there's scary things happening and you have scary feelings. So just stay with it, be in full attention, be alert, and this is your road to enlightenment. Enlightenment is this, being fully lidded and knowing what you are all about, getting to know yourself better, getting to know your surrounding better, and also your reactions. Here in your Libra reading comes a King of Wands. That's usually Leo. You can see this on the throne here. It's a lion sitting, cornering this beautiful king. And the King of Wands is holding the wand exactly as the girl here in the moon card. So for going down in your subconscious, you need, as I said, a lot of bravery. And the King of Wands is a creative, a brave problem solver. So they might not fear to go down in darkness or to protect their kingdom from enemies searching the woodlands, also in the dark. And the moon is very much connected to your past life experience. So it seems like you might have taken up a bit of like the archetype of the King of Wands from your subconscious. The King of Wands is representing a person that's very outspoken, creative, brave, also wants love and passion in their life and are able to communicate this. And you have the Eight of Wands, that's for communication. So it might also be that you have taken some serious decision here in the moon card and expressed it maybe to a fire sign person that might mirror your fire inside of you, that needs to come awake, and that's needed to come up from the moon's realms. And the next card is Four of Wands. So it seems like this will lead to a lot of self-love and a lot of stability, and also maybe stability within a relationship, tying together your bonds. This is sometimes like this new stability that you can build, like a new foundation for yourself, where you have integrated a new part of yourself, a new part of your soul, perhaps, that has been brought home. And it's making you like a more expanded person, and therefore more stable, because you know now more than you knew before. And it might also be that this is mirroring in your outside, like a fire sign person. It doesn't have to be a Leo, and it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but the fire sign is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But it can be any person in your outside that's mirroring this fire, this ability to show love and show warmth, show compassion, have this drive force to create new wonderful things in their life all the time. So this has given you a new stability and maybe a new hope for the future as well. So a lot of fire here for you. And here we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is usually like petty arguments, and it's much needed. The Five of Wands is different willpowers. It's not weapons that they have. They have their different willpowers which they are fighting with. So this is kind of showing that you need to be very communicative, really telling how you feel, and also be able to listen to how other people feel, because what you're supposed to do when you are integrating a new personality or a new archetype within you, you need to have it mirrored a little bit on your outside. So it's like when you are together with your friends, your coworkers, your lover, your family, whatever, you are this. You have these indifferences because you are two or more very different people. So everyone will have their certain input. But when you can be able to not be so much in your ego, but actually being able to take in what another person says fully and reflect that back to them. Okay, I see what you are saying. I hear what you are saying. Is this what you mean? And you can reflect this back to them. You will learn so much more, and it's the same for them. So both people need to start listening to each other, and this listening will bring home a lot of experience that you take from this relationship, and that will make you grow and expand to a much more fuller individual than you were before. So we might be very fearful of conflict, but they are here to make us see more and to expand even further, kind of push our own limits to what we believe, what we feel, what our borders are. So this is kind of the whole point with having relationship, is to expand your own consciousness. And how you do this is by taking in what's foreign, what's not known, what's kind of a little bit scary, because it's scary sometimes to see how unlike each other we are. But this is kind of indicating that this might be what you fear the most, conflicts or fire, having a fiery temperament or show passion. And that's typical maybe for Libra, because Libra wants to keep their feelings like leveled. They don't want to have big outbursts of energy, but here it's a lot of outburst of energy. So you have really stepped up, Libra, and done something amazing here. Fire and you are air is of course a very explosive mix, but it seems like you will manage this all right, and you will be able to cruise within this arguments and peacemaking, because you have a very stable ground to stand on, from which you can start expanding this and start the argumentation and the conflicts and the talking and the negotiation. So Five of Wands is a bit disharmonic card, but it's there to create a little bit of disharmony, so you will strive towards harmony again, because this is how you grow. So very beautiful past for you, Libra. It seems very like it was something happy that happened in your life, but that's also a challenge. So the next line of cards is the Now, and here you have Ace of Swords. And Ace of Swords is kind of a challenge in its own card, but it's pure air. So it's something that you have kind of downloaded from heaven or the divine, or from your soul or your higher self. It's a new vision, a new idea, a new insight. You have come to realize something, and by this you have kind of heightened yourself a little bit in vibration when it comes to thoughts. You might have been able, through the moon and the endeavors in the moon, the scary things that you have gone through, maybe being a bit depressed, you have come to maybe have to take charge over your thoughts a little bit more, because sometimes when you have a lot of thoughts and going through the moon, this can make you crazy, because you think things that's fearful, and that's making you more fearful, and this is, yes, it's like an increase. So I think one way for you, how you came out of the moon state, like being a bit depressed and in the dark, was to take control over your thoughts and start to be more in the now, like here and now. Ace of Swords is, as I said, the challenge. It's like blood, sweat, and tears, victory at last. So it's like you have gotten a new vision or a new idea or something new that you want to test out. You have a new vision for your life. And so it's like a beginning here with something totally new, something that you haven't really excavated before. And the sword is representing both weapons and like pencils and communication. So it's both like how you can free and how you can liberate. So communication with all the fire that you have, and this beautiful Ace of Swords is very important to communicate also your fears to others. Maybe start opening up a little bit. Find someone that you trust and start talking about what you have found in the realms of the moon, because this was an important journey that you made, and you if you can mirror this a little bit with someone else, you might have a lot of more information out of this situation, information that will make will expand you and make you see things even more clearly, because you were in an illusion here, and here you see things clearly. This is being enlightened, as with the Eight of Wands. Sometimes this is like your high self, representing your high self, this Ace of Swords. And you see it's the bird of prey here, seeing things from above, having this above vision of your life. So being able to see things also from maybe a more adult point of view, like being able to see things maybe from other people's perspective as well, because you have this high altitude when you look at your life. So this is definitely a spiritual awakening, and also like an expanding of yourself. And here you have a Three of Pentacles, and it comes underneath the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is sometimes reconciliation between people. You know, the times when you say, I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing, or you just, reconnect with people and start all over. Eights are eternity symbols. They are something that's coming in and going and coming and going. So there's problems that need to be solved. It's kind of karma that needs to be solved. And for that, Three of Pentacles is wonderful. It's a beautiful card about, finally caving towards the spirit, the divine will, and to your own, the will of your own higher self, and start doing the work. Instead of fearing and kind of trying to avoid, you dig deep and you get your hands dirty. And you see here, it's someone that's writes, and you also have the Ace of Swords, that's kind of the pen and the sword. So it might be that communication, writing, telling people exactly how you feel, going into details can be important here to enlighten even more areas of your life. And Three of Pentacles is also about work. So it might be that something will happen when it comes to work, that you will see something that's very important for you and for your spiritual road, since we have both the Eight of Wands here and the Ace of Swords pointing to this Three of Pentacles. And it also comes from the moon. So it might be that you are in the process of taking up some kind of talent from your subconscious, something that will make you more aware of why you are here on earth, what your life's purpose is. Okay, and the next card is the Chariot, and it comes underneath the King of Wands, and this is two different opposite energies being pulled together to be the engine, the force to move this chariot forward. So we see a little swords person sitting there. That's probably you. And this is Sagittarius energy and Cancer energy. So fire again, but also water. So it's like you have gotten some kind of balance between your emotions. Like Cancer is like home, taking care of others, family, love, being pure and honest, open to love. While Sagittarius is more like, I want to find my true self. I want to find happiness. I won't settle until I find my true happy place where I really want to be and spend the rest of my life. So they are a bit in opposition. But if you can draw both those forces together, I think it's kind of a picture of what you have been doing, that you have taken up your fiery, creative, passionate, outspoken outspoken personality and mix it with a Libra that's more like Cancer. Very wants to have stability, no conflicts, things like this. So it seems like you have taken in this energy, and it's going to make you, it's very central, the Chariot here. So this is going to, it's kind of an aeroplane lifting through the sky. So it's dreams, plans, plans for the future. You can start envision a future for yourself because you have expanded yourself with this fire creativity. So being able to be more almost artistic when it comes to dreaming forth your life. So start dreaming, Libra, because the dreams are going to show you the things that you really want, deep down in yourself, the things that's really for you, the things that you have always wanted, always dreamt of. They are going to show you the way forward. And they are your map and your compasses through this time when you are kind of rebuilding your life, it seems, kind of dreaming forth your new future, something totally brand new. With the Ace of Swords here, when it comes to work and creativity, and Three of Pentacles is also work within relationships, like problem solving, taking the necessary discussions, working to a common goal. So it might be like you have taken in like a couple's horse. You have become more like a couple's horse, co-working together with someone else on this journey here. So, and the next card is the Magician. Lovely, Libra. Magician is a lovely card, and it comes right underneath Four of Wands. That's your new stability, your new foundation, and it crosses with the King of Wands. That's almost the same card. Both those guys here are creators. In Osho Zen Tarot, that's a very beautiful tarot deck I can recommend for you that wants to grow spiritually. This person has like a light here. His solar plexus chakra is fully lidded, and he's called the Creator. And the Magician is, of course, the Creator, and he's also the trickster and the dreamer and the visionary. So he can see, it's like a shaman almost, seeing the future well before we, the common people, see it, before everyone else see it. So it's like you will have a vision here. You have both the Chariot and the Magician. So it seems like you will really take off into the future here. And those are major arcana cards. So this is what you have found in the Moon. So the Moon, this depression or this hard time or this testing that you have been through, probably very alone time with the Moon, has given you this gift of a new energy and a new, it's number one, so it's starting anew. It's something, it's like you're creating your highest destiny right now, and you are starting to dream it forth step by step. Don't be so much in a hurry. Let this take time. This is a very delicate process. It doesn't want to be rushed, even though the Chariot is a very, it's like this plane liftoff. But you don't have to feel any pressure of time. Try to be very much in your dreams right now, because your thoughts are going to be the house you live in. So think happy thoughts, think what you want to do. This is willpower as well. So use your willpower to create the things that you want in your life, and dream big. Dream to the stars, and you will reach at least the treetops. So dream big, and be very clear with what you want. Don't try to do like bad compromises, like, well, you need to work 8 to 12 hours a day to be a good worker. So you envision a life for you where you work this much. Maybe you don't want this. Maybe you want something else. So try to dream big without boundaries of reality, because we are always recreating our reality. And you have a Four of Swords here, kind of indicating a time of rest. You have this Ace of Swords, this new expansions, this new vision, and a Four of Swords that's kind of saying, take it easy. And that was what I felt here with the Chariot and Magician, even though these are rather speedy cards, because you are a Libra and you need to have balance in your life. if you move too hasty, maybe this will, get you out of balance and make you wobble off in some wrong direction. So try to take it a little bit easy and take this time to also put energy into your health. Taking care of your body, because it seems like it has been under a lot of stress, maybe due to you not being very skilled in having conflicts without getting too upset. So this is also conflict, and this is peace. Not peace in the way that you have stopped fighting, but peace in the way that you have stopped talking, kind of. It's like truth when you put down your arms. So it might be a little bit avoidance going on here, that you don't want to have so much conflict, you don't want to talk so much, you don't want to dig so deep. Maybe you have become a little tired and a little stretched out. So be gentle with yourself. If you feel that you need to rest, try to rest, and try to, this is a rather stale card. It's almost like a person withering, being mummified and, turning to ashes. So be a little bit more, try to be more out in nature, try to be more close to water, try to be more doing happy things for yourself. So you will get a little bit more life energy into your life. So you're not just give it away to all your conflicts in your life and wither away, because you have this strong energy here, a lot of fire. It can also easily make a desert, and we don't want that for you. You don't have any water here at all. So we want to see more like your emotions. You probably went through a lot of emotions here during the moon, and now maybe you don't want to feel those heavy feelings anymore, but they are also key to your opened heart and to you fertilizing this desert a little bit. So try to, if you love someone, if you feel like compassion and things, try to wake this a little bit within you. It's not going to kill you. It's actually going to fertilize you to have more feelings in your life. While this has been going on with all this fire and all this future excavation, you might not have had like the strength to really feel your feelings and stay with them. But try to do so here, because what you can feel, you can heal. So this is your future. So the future here, we have a 7 of Swords. That's rather typical for Libra in the past. Trying to avoid conflicts, trying to avoid to talk about difficult things, trying to avoid to talk about the future, trying to avoid to whatever you can avoid to have a more problem-free life, scooping on the surface. So it's like you feel like, I went to the moon, I took up this new thing, so now I can go back to my old ways. But I wish for you to not do so, because 7 of Swords is a card indicating personal spiritual growth when it comes to communication. So just because you're tired and just because you don't like conflict and they are kind of disturbing your emotions, try to feel, as I said, your feelings instead of avoiding the situation, avoiding talking, avoiding conflicts, avoiding the truth. Sometimes this could be like a liar. A person doesn't want to tell the truth because they fear the consequences. And this is like a chicken thing to do, especially when you have now taken up your King of Wands, being this brave, fiery person. This is not what we want for you in the future, Libra. We don't want you to avoid a responsibility. It might be another person in your life also doing like this, avoiding responsibility, doesn't want to talk about important thing, doesn't want to see the truth of things, because this is truth and this is the lie. And this is like when you go through your illusions and come out of them and you go back into them. So be very mindful of what people are saying to you and call them if they say something that's kind of disturbing your emotions. try to have a lot of attention inside of yourself all the time, even though you're talking with other people. Have a little bit more attention to your reaction, your feelings, things like this, because this will make you more mindful. And when people say something that disturbs your inner balance as a Libra, you tell them like, well, I felt like this, or my reaction to you, what you said were like this. Was this what you mean? Or yeah, you can like, it's like having a tennis match, giving the ball back and forth to one another until you have solved it. It's kind of this situation where you resolve mistakes or misunderstandings or discommunication. And here you're trying to make some kind of discommunication again, kind of sneaking away from responsibility, you or someone else. It's often like this that we take one of the opposite things, like either you will be the one sneaking away or you will be the one that's kind of wants the truth to come out. So it's always like this. But so take the responsibility to actually look inside yourself and communicate this, even though you fear the consequences, because things need to come out to full daylight. Right now, we are in 2017. This is the year of end of illusion, and you have been working already in 2016 probably with illusions and come to some really great conclusions. So don't go back into this, your old survival skill, sneaky behavior. It's like being very street smart, being able to avoid conflict by, charming people or like give them like, a lot of mirrors or it's like being a bit manipulative, like trashing things back at them or making them uncertain so they won't look so closely at you. The next card is Page of Swords. So Page of Swords comes under something that really wants to be enlightened here with the Eight of Wands and the problem-solving Three of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is usually your inner child, and it's an inner child that has come to the conclusion that they need to take care of themselves, no one else will. So they are rather lonely. They are loners because they think that everyone else is out to get them. So they are a bit judgmental and very prepared to kind of fight other people off. And they are usually sometimes withdrawing within themselves. But they also, they have the eagle here, as we had with the Ace of Swords. And this is also pure air. So this is probably something that needs to be solved, something that needs to be seen, something that needs to be discussed and come up in the open. It's your feeling of not being really, supported and loved. It's like you feel like no one will take care of you unless you do. So a feeling of being unsupported. And this is what's making this Seven of Swords coming forth, like you're starting to rely more on your intelligence and your wit and your charm and things to get away with things, or to not have to dig so deep into feelings, problems, plans for the future, things like this. So this is avoidance of problems. This is not solving them. And but since you have this card surrounded by this pure air, this is probably something that will be very much on your agenda in the future. Maybe some kind of behavior of escaping. We have the Four of Swords here, so maybe when you go into relaxation and take off a little bit demands on yourself, you kind of sneak away and take off all your responsibility and demands, and this will be a kind of a road to hell, but not literally, but for yourself, for you as a person, because people will be very mindful of you if you are sneaking away, or you will be very mindful of someone else trying to sneak away. So this will be very hurtful, and it will probably create more conflict than it will avoid. The next card underneath King of Wands and the Chariot is Three of Swords, and that's a broken heart. So it's something here. You have excavated this brave archetype within yourself, this fiery archetype. You have taken it into your chariot, but now it starts to hurt. It starts to hurt. And why it's hurting is because you haven't looked at the feelings yet. You're really trying to avoid your feelings here, like the feelings of loss, the feelings of abandonment, the feelings of betrayal, the feelings of being jealous or needing something or someone. We have it comes here from the moon, and it's Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So three are, it's a good number. It's a very good number. It's a number where things are starting to move on. Things are starting to roll. Things are starting to get solved, released, things like this. So the Three of Swords is pointing to a situation within you where you have put mind over your heart. We can see this here. You have been like a street smart kid, an orphan kid that's have avoided to feel their feelings, because if they feel their feelings, they wake up their needs. And if they wake up their needs, they want to have their needs met. And the needs met, including other people. So suddenly you have the need for other people. And before you could be this superior creature that didn't need anyone. And that kind of took care of themselves, even though you wanted to be a lot in relationship with others and want to have people around you all the time. It's still that you rely only on you. And now it's time to open your heart and start to rely on others, start to open up to others. And that might indicate that tears is needed, because Three of Swords in Osho Zen Tarot, it's called isolation. It's a person being totally emerged by ice. And this is the cool way that we are living our lives. We're trying to have a brave face. We try to not feel our pain and not feel our feelings, not feel our needs, things like this. And we are getting more and more in this tower of ice, this castle of ice. And it might be like a really old pain and old trauma, kind of indicating with the moon card that's talking about past lives. So you might have an old wound, an old trauma that kind of wants to resurface and be healed. And you can't heal this with the same kind of thing that you did before by being street smart, taking care of yourself, avoiding people, putting yourself high up in a tower of ice. This is not going to help you at this time, because now you need a different approach, probably a more open, emotional approach to this, that whatever comes. So this might be a good time to surround yourself with friends that are supportive and that could help you through this. And if you don't have supportive friends, I would advise you to seek other counseling, because this might be something that you haven't been able to do for thousands of years. So it's not going to be easy for you. It might be really easy for other people to just open their heart and share their stuff. And it seems like it doesn't touch them even. But for you, it's like a really scary thing. But it's need to be done, because this is really a reading that wants to heal you and push you into the future, to your higher road, to something that you are supposed to do. And then you can't have this old survival skill anymore, where you kind of deal with everything inside yourself in quiet time. You need to start connecting with other people. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles, and it comes underneath the Four Wands, your new stability, new self-love, and the Magician. And this is the gateway to paradise. This is also the gateway to your next your next challenge, or your next level. Because it's like this, we are moving in circles like this, and also in spirals. The whole solar system is actually moving in a spiral through the Milky Way, but really hasty. And sometimes we go in the same circle over and over again, and this is called karma. And this is what we see here, and this is what you're trying to solve. Some old thing. It's kind of a soul contract that I see. Probably this. You have written an old soul contract. You have decided for something, like, I will take care of myself. I can't need anyone else. I'm superior. I can make this on my own. I can't have anyone tying me down, things like this. But now you need to solve this karma, and how you do this is by resolving your old soul contracts, rewriting them, and deciding, well, I need people in my life, I need love, I need things, prosperous things, because Ace of Pentacles is like an embryo full of, you know, all the things that you can dream of. And we see here 8 of Wands, a lot of spiritual energy, the Chariot, plane lifting, Ace of Pentacles, the gateway to paradise. So by resolving this karma and actually you will open up the gateway to paradise and solve this. And you don't have to go the same circle, doing the same mistakes over and over again, using the same survival strategies and doing this again and again and again. You actually can level up to the next level of a spiral. So this is the gateway to any beautiful things. And it's maturity as well, like growing up, being, it's like an initiation, right? Like you becoming a more responsible person, responsible for, not for yourself, but actually for your feelings and probably your inner child, as indicated here. And the next card is 10 of Cups. So finally, with the Cups card that was much needed in this very dry desert tea, but yet so promising reading. So 10 of Cups is like, well, it's already there behind this. If you just open up this new gateway to becoming your new you, the you that you have already worked on for quite some time here, creator, and here's the dream created. So your dreams fulfilled, and this arch like a rainbow. Here you will have your dreams fulfilled, but it will require of you letting go of your old survival skill of running away, hiding, and not telling people how you really feel, because this is when you start to tell people how you really feel. And it's 10 of Cups, so it's probably a relationship or a family situation where you really have bound those ties together, and you have done so probably through conflicts and maybe a bit of silent treatment, but in the end here it seems very, very promising for you, Libra. So I'll take some cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms to see a little bit more about your future, this liftoff that's going on. If we can have some guidance for the liftoff for Libra. Oh, too many cards. The Diamond Dreamer and the Keeper of Scales. So the Keeper of Scales is of course you. Fairness, balance. So fairness is something that's crucial, and balance between your different archetypes within yourself, and that you don't let, you know, just one strong archetype take over the whole show, but actually having all of your archetypes, you know, like your inner child and your emotions and your ruling kinds, and yeah, your street smart kids can be with here as well, but to some, you know, moderation. And it's also like justice between people are very much needed. So you need to create balance within your relationship, and not through silence, but through communication. And we also have the Diamond Dreamer here, working so really well with the King of Wands and the Magician, dreaming forth your new future. So as I said, Libra, dream, 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 because now you need to decide what to do in the future, and it will come from you. It's no one who has decided this. It's coming from you, from your soul, and this is what you dream of. So the Diamond Dreamer is also saying, be careful with what you dream of, because now they are working, like they're really digging deep to help you get this, what you want. So be sure. And dream more than you think negative thoughts. Dream about your future. Think about what you want to have. So dreams are important. This is how you build a house. You start envisioning the house. This is how you build your future. You start envisioning it. Without a vision, you will just leave your life to coincidence. So don't do that, but actually dream forth what you want to have, and you will have it because you're a creator. And also we want to look at the past life to see a little bit about this karma that's now need to be solved, this old soul contract that wants to be excavated and seen. So, okay, finances and wars and battles, that's very obvious. So it's much about your pride here, and how you are. It's kind of you like Libra can be a very emotional creature, like highly empathic, and it's like you have a big treasure within you, and you try to keep it away from others because you don't want to be robbed out of your stuff. Being sensitive, you fear people that's kind of preying on you or using you in some way. So that's probably why you have gotten this karma in the first place, because you know that you are valuable and you have valuable resources within you, and you fear that people will kind of rule you, because Libra wants to not have conflict. So sometimes when we are fearful of something, we avoid it so much that it becomes a problem, and we are. It's kind of you have putting yourself like in a treasure chest, watching and guarding yourself, because you are fearful of what other people will do to you. And Libra wants to have peace, so you avoid conflict, so you don't want to surround yourself with people that are very conflicted. But now you are in the fiery realm where there's passion. Passion is including anger, it's including tears, it's including love. So it's like an awakening. So this is like stirring up your treasure chest here, and how you have guarded it, how you have tried to keep yourself safe, and now you can't anymore. So it's also a little bit like pride. Like the pride is the only thing that you have left, this straight back, and this you taking care of you. But this is going to be stirred around now, and you are going to have to learn how to protect yourself in a more grown-up way, like not hiding away, but actually facing danger a little bit more and talking. And you can still be very diplomatic and very grown up with this. You don't have to, create a third world war here. But you can actually do this by just telling what you feel. This is how I feel. This is how I react to this. This is what I see that we need to do. This is what I want. Willpower seems to be very important. You're afraid of giving away your willpower because you feel that you are weak, but you are not weak at all. You are actually really strong. It's just that you have settled for a viewpoint of you as weak, while in reality you are really, really strong. So don't fear conflict. Don't fear to be exposed. Don't fear this. You are going to be able to take really good care of yourself, even in an open battle or an open conflict. But you need to start digging through this and sort out, really start to talk with people. So all the old things will kind of dissolve. Thank you for watching and liking and subscribing to my videos. And I hope to see you again in the beginning of February. So take really good care. Okay, bye-bye.